And Neha, condensation. Okay, so you got it that the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form is called evaporation. Sorry, this is condensation. This is not evaporation, dear. Just correct it. It's a condensation. The process of conversion of water vapor into liquid form is called evaporation. This is evaporation, children. This is evaporation. What do you mean by evaporation, children? The liquid converts to vapor stage. Vapor. What is condensation? Vapor into liquid. Vapor into liquid. This is exactly, it's a cycle. It's exactly like a cycle, but it requires difference in the pressure and temperature. It requires a different pressure and temperature so that we can find this condensation and evaporation process simultaneously. When you observe in the atmosphere, it's a natural phenomena we can observe in the atmosphere. So have you seen the droplets present? Yeah, we can. Have you seen the droplets on the surface of plants early in the morning? Because of the difference in temperature, difference in the pressure, we can find this water vapor present in the atmosphere converts to liquid state, and this is present on the surface of plants. It's a simple example for condensation. Yeah, is it clear? Clarified?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask one thing.
Yeah, Neha, you can.
That ma'am, like water, like liquid into vapor is evaporation. Then vapor into liquid is condensation.
Yeah.
Then
yes.
What it will be when like vapor, like liquid directly into vapor is sublimation. Then what will
Sorry, what is sublimation? What is sublimation?
Directly into vapor is
in sublimation there is no chance of formation of liquid chain. Sublimation is solid to gas to solid.
Yeah, actually I wanted to say that in my mouth I got this solid to gas is sublimation. Then what is the name about gas to solid?
It's a simple solidification.
Okay.
Yeah. Done? Okay. Shall we go to the next? Yeah. Next. Distillation process. This is very, very, very interesting and very important. Okay. What do you mean by distillation process? Distillation is used to separate and collect a liquid from a solution of a soluble solids. Soluble solid, simply we can say it's a distillation process. But especially when we go in this distillation process is used to separate liquid in liquid, which is completely homogeneous in nature. We can't separate by using filter paper or filtration process, evaporation process, anything else. By using distillation process, we can easily separate two miscible liquids. What do you mean by miscible liquids? I'm going very slowly, children. Have you observed it? I'm going very slowly. What is distillation process?
Ma'am, can I say? Ma'am, actually we heat up two miscible liquid and we keep a thermometer. So when it freezes into 56 degrees Celsius, we will stop heating and the water gets into vapor, and through the condenser it will the water will get the vapor will get cooled, and we will collect the water in another thing.
Yes, actually we have discussed. I'm not much satisfied about the last session. So again, this is because these concepts are very helpful to you all in your coming and upcoming classes.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that in that there is something written as anti-bunking granules. What does this mean?
Anti-bunking granules, it's like a solid thing they are showing, but especially, okay, this liquid in liquid, separation techniques are of two types. One is distillation and the other one is separating funnel. Distillation is used by using miscible liquids, and this is used by separating immiscible liquids. Understood? This is used based on boiling point. The main principle is boiling point. Here, main principle is density. These two are the two different techniques, children. One is distillation and one is separating funnel. Both are observed by to separate liquid and liquid only. Understood, children? Okay. So distillation process is used to separate miscible liquids based on boiling point. When two liquids are mixed up homogeneously in a solution, we can't separate them by the normal process. So by using distillation process, we need to observe it by using thermometer. Understood? By using thermometer. When you place the thermometer, if it is one of the component is water, is mixed up with acetone. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of acetone is 56 degrees Celsius, approximately. So when you heat the solution, when the solution attains 50 degrees Celsius, we can observe it in the thermometer. So this will separate first by using condenser. The condenser is used so that this liquid converts to, when it attains its boiling point, it converts, the liquid converts to vapor. So we don't want any gas, we want liquid. So this condenser is there. You can see the condenser here. Here from the thin inner lining, the fumes are formed. Here the outer lining is nothing but here we can find this is the inlet of normal water and this is an outlet. Here water is used to condense. Water is used to condense hot vapors and convert it into liquid state. Understood? Here water is used to cool down the hot vapors and it is allowed to convert it into liquid state. So when this attains 50 degrees Celsius in the thermometer when we observe, so this liquid will be separated out. And what will be the leftover in the beaker? In the round bottom flask? What will be the leftover in the round bottom flask? If acetone is separated, what will be the leftover? I want the answer. Exactly, Pragna. Very good, Bhamika. Very good, Pragna. It's a water. So we can't separate water from acetone or alcohol from water or water and with milk. We can't separate. So by using simple distillation process, when they attains the boiling point, they comes by their own, and this condenser is used to cool down the hot vapors from the round bottom flask, and it is allowed to convert it into liquid or liquid state. Have you all having any doubts regarding this distillation process?
Now I wanted to ask that in the figure there is something given as distillate. What does it mean? The output.
Distillate means the separated sample. Distillate is nothing but separated sample. The sample which evolved out is known as distillate. Yeah. The terminology used over there is, yeah. So that day I haven't shown you the complete video. Shall I show you now? You'll enjoy it. Really, even I like that video very much. I want to. Have you enjoyed?
Ma'am, actually, after the important points, when they were saying, I was not able to hear. So can you quote from where they were telling the important notes?
Like important notes are nothing but this distillation process is only used to separate two components which is having the temperature difference between like 25, at least minimum temperature difference between two components should be like 25 degrees Celsius. Then only we can use fractional distillation. If the fractional distillation, we can't use, if the fractional distillation consists, the sample consumes more than 2, then we need to go for this distillation, simple distillation, then we need to go for fractional distillation too. Fractional distillation means if there is a minimum difference temperature between the samples also, we can opt for the fractional distillation. And one more thing, to separate many components present in the mixture. Fractional distillation is used to separate crude oil. Fractional distillation technique is used to separate crude oil. The crude oil consists of more than 6 to 7, like more than 7 kinds of different fuels present in it. So we opt for fractional distillation. When each and every component present, every fuel present in it, when they attain their boiling point, then they'll be having a different columns to separate individual components. Fractional distillation technique is used to separate the different components, like especially more than 2. And if there is a temperature difference between the components is less than 25 degrees also, we can also opt with it. But in case of distillation process, simple distillation process, the sample should the sample should consist of more than 25 degrees Celsius only, then only this distillation process is effective. And we can opt for it. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, any doubts? Neha?
No doubt, ma'am. But I wanted to ask that you have write something about this distillation behind you. Can you please show me that? Separating for
Yeah, this one. This I'm going to explain, you know. So this part we have completed. Okay, now we are going to separate. Okay, this distillation process used to separate, miscible liquids is used to separate miscible liquids. Okay, especially the main principle involved in it is based on the boiling point. Okay, yes or no? So you have seen the, like one example like separation of water from in situ. Now,